Welcome, folks. Continue with the Maimer, the Hasidic discourse from 1952. Anila Doidi V'Doidi Li, I'm to my beloved is to me. And a new Maimer that we started yesterday. So Elul is the acronym Anila Doidi V'Doidi Li, the first letters. And the last letters refer to the 40 days. So the last letters are four letters of Yud. Yud is the 10th letter of the alphabet. So 4 times 10 is 40, referring to the 40 days from Rosh Chodesh Elul till Yom Kippur, that Moshe Rabbeinu, Moses, is on top of the mountain, gaining atonement for the Jewish people, for the sin of the golden calf, of course. So what we see from Elul, it's a time of tshuva, of return to Hashem, penitence. We see that the beginning letters, the last letters, and also it says the verse continues, I'm to my beloved is to me, that the shepherd is leading the flock in the pasture, in a nice pasture, but literally means in the roses. Which means the shepherd, referring to God, is taking care of his flock in good pastures, which is something that is from above to below, although the month of Elul is primarily Anila Deidi, from below to above, from within. And this is then a form of empowerment from above, which there's two explanations of what shepherding in the field, or specifically in the roses, means. 13-petaled rose. I asked a florist yesterday, what does that mean? 13-petaled. There's all different types of roses, and not necessarily they're 13-petaled, but I guess there's some kind of, and maybe that was, a species, back in the day. Excuse me. Maybe that was a species back in the day, or maybe, well, there's many different types of roses. Any case, so a 13-petal rose is a metaphor for the 13 divine attributes that in prayer we call out to God to have compassion upon us. And the second is the 13 refers to the 13 manners or the methods that we study Torah. Okay, that's where we got up to. So a further explanation of these two ideas of Torah and tefillah, of prayer. There are two paths in the divine service. Torah is something from above to below, while prayer is something from within. Something from within to above. Um, so it explains Torah from above to below, because what is Torah? There's the general idea of Matan Torah, of the giving of the Torah of Mount Sinai, that the Jewish people received Torah from God, that he gave it to them in a manner of a gift. Well, that's from above to below. Meaning, it was a gift. It wasn't because they did something extraordinary, so they got this extraordinary thing, right? No, it was a gift from above, even though, well, what does that mean? Because they were in Egypt on the 49th level of impurities, spiritual impurities. They were very far removed. And even when they went out of Egypt, they kind of ran out of Egypt. Is running out of Egypt is the idea. Yeah. And they kind of took Egypt with them. In the sense they took the evil with them. Right? You can just getting out of a bad place doesn't mean you're going into a good space. They still had, shall we say, slave mentality. They still had the klipa of Mitzrayim still with them, the negativity of Egypt, and that's why they have to run. That the evil should, they should running away from evil. Now, afterwards, they counted the days to the giving of the Torah. It's Rabbeinu Nisim explains that each one sort of counted to themselves in the preparation to coming to in the receiving of the Torah at Mount Sinai. When's it going to be already, so to speak? So even though they made some kind of preparation for it, yet when they came to Mount Sinai, we call it Matan Torah, the giving of the Torah, because it's a gift that God is giving. Because the revelation at Mount Sinai was not at all in relation to their divine service and preparation. Usually, there's a cause and effect in life that, what you put in is what you get out, right? But here they got a lot more than what they put in. Because, running away from evil of Egypt and the counting of the Omer are wonderful, but it's not possible through that you're going to be able to, from the evil, from the negativity that was cleaving to their soul, to remove yourself from that, and then out to the giving of the Torah at Mount Sinai, that you're going to be a proper recipient of it. Meaning a proper recipient, meaning that you properly prepared for it. Therefore, what happened in Mount Torah? God said, I am the Lord your God. This revelation was a gift from above, and not in accordance to their service. Now, okay. So when Torah is a gift from above, when it comes down here, so to speak, into a physical world, a world full of lies, a world of, negativity, of klipa, Torah kind of breaks through all of that and shows the truth of every level of existence. Torah is God's divine wisdom, so it applies. Excuse me. What's the word I'm looking for? It's relevant and it's the truth. It's the truth of everything on every level. So Torah that comes from above kind of journeys down through the spiritual worlds. It's the truth on those spiritual worlds. And it's the truth down here. And it's a truth that what it takes of this world kind of it nullifies the negativity or the shell that covers over and reveals the truth in a way of a bittul. On the air. Thank you. Uh, yeah, cool. Okay. So the way Torah reveals itself, it's as if the lower element of creation isn't uh, eh, explain this properly. Creates this essential bittul self-effacement. And it goes right through to the core of reality and reveals the truth of that core of reality. That's what Torah does from right. And therefore it creates or affects an essential bittul self-effacement. So he says this is like the manna that came from above, also from above, being that it was heavenly bread. Even when it came into this world and became physical, right? It was a physical bread, but it was a heavenly, right? In such a manner that it became the flesh and blood of an individual that ate it. In other words, So it was a physical thing. Nonetheless, it didn't have any psoilus. It didn't have any, there was no excrement that came from the food. In other words, it remained in its sort of essential heavenly bread. Excuse me. Likewise with Torah, being it is a revelation from above, heavenly bread. Therefore, when it comes down and it clothes itself in the material of this world, and in the material of this world, it'll even reveal itself in a law where you have litigants in law, and you have a litigant in law that could be saying a lie, right? And if if you study in the Talmud, you're going to get teachings there that are actually a lie. Not the teachings, it's presenting a lie, but it's presenting a lie in accordance to Torah. And that lie in accordance to Torah is going to the core of it, and even the lie, I guess you call it's exposed. It's exposed as a lie, but yet it's heavenly because it's part of Torah. Now, we are going to continue, but not now, that prayer is the opposite. Prayer comes from within. And not from above. Prayer is going to be like this ladder, starting down here and moving upwards. All right. In any case, we'll get there.
Thank you, Papa.
Thank you, folks.
Thank you, Rabbi.
All the best.